So I wanted to share with you a tricky sentence that I heard from another leader. I was like, oh, wow. Talked about stress is the code word for achievers and leaders. It's code word for fear. And he's talking about how stress, and we say we're stressed, or overwhelmed, stress, anxiety. Those words are all code words for fear. And it is one way that we tend to diminish what we're actually facing by saying, oh, I'm an achiever. I'm supposed to be stressed out all the time. I'm an achiever. Overwhelm is part of it. You know, I'm on a mission. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed out. I have anxiety. I could wear anxiety as a badge on my chest sometimes, you know. In actuality, we're covering up that we're really afraid. And I've been sitting here with that, like, I think that's true. And I really was thinking that through. And something that really I can add to that is emotions have a lot of energy. Emotions in and of themselves are energy. 97% of what you worry over is nothing more than a fearful mind punishing you with exaggerations and misperceptions. Well, that's quite a saying. Dang. I would say that emotions are energy, and the emotion of fear contains a ton of energy. And so what I'm finding is there's a bit of an antidote to this. So us in this room that really want to make a difference in the world, that are really wanting to do something, that are really wanting to step into courage. Leadership is a dance. I'm the woman, he's the man. And you think about that. When you're dancing with a man, the man leads. You know the basic part of the dance, right? You know how to, if you've got dancers up, I know the basic steps to a waltz, or I know basic steps to a polka, or the basic steps, right? But when I join with a man, I don't know what step he's going to do next, what direction we're going to head next. I just have to trust him to lead. He's the man in the beautiful suit, and I'm the woman in the ball gown, and this is a dance. And the dance means that I know the basics of the dance, but I don't necessarily know where he's going to head next. And that's that part of action with faith. That to know, okay, let's see what he's going to do. And there is a notion of faith mixed in there when you're in a dance. There's a little bit of not knowing. There's a little bit of let's see what happens. There's a little bit of adventure. Yeah. And something I'm finding about stress, anxiety, overwhelm, they're all matched up with fear. And the emotion of fear contains a lot of energy. And the only way to really get through that is to get it out of your body. I can't even tell you, it's physiology first. I can't even tell you how important that is. When I've got a meeting coming up that I do not want to have to deal with, or a confrontation or a conflict, or, something that I don't want to face because it feels scary and I have to step into courage, you gotta go get physical. Go for a walk. Do something that will get that energy out of your body. In the past, I've gone to a punching bag, when things are going on, or I do knee raises, like see how fast I can jump in pace, and get all that energy out of myself. Once I start with that, once I start with getting all that energy out of my body and that fear is removed, now I need to look at what is the story I'm telling myself, and where is my focus going? Because again, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. And I could put myself into a place of suffering by choosing to focus on the things that are of the past, or the things that might lie ahead, or the things that scare me, right? The things that are causing me anxiety. I can focus on that and wind my way into a place of stress, anxiety, fear, and tension. But why would I want to do that? Why am I wasting my time doing that? First, I get that energy out of my body, and then I need to choose my focus. I'm going to choose, okay, where What is the desired outcome that I'm looking for? What am I trying to accomplish here? And to really answer those questions, what is your desired outcome? And get clear. Get clear about your outcome. So if it's a financial outcome, then we need to get all the data together to get clear on what is the dollar amount I need to have. What is the desired outcome? We've got to get clear, guys. So we're spending a lot of time focusing on what may be missing, what's not working, what's not going right, what could happen, all the fear or the lack or the sorrow or the regret or anything, when we could be putting our energy towards what is our desired outcome. And then we got to get really clear about our why. And I'm telling you, this applies to like everything, guys. Everything. What is your desired outcome? Why do you really want that outcome? Like, really? And sometimes it's like, well, I just want to make money. You know what? Being driven by the money, it's never a good outcome. It'll never hold you going forward. Even if you're an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs, they're like, we're going to build a business that's profitable, and that's really important, but there has to be a greater why driving behind that. Now you're focusing on forward. Okay. Where am I now? How do I go forward? When your why is big enough, there's no room for excuses. I like that. And when your why is big enough, you ain't got time to be making excuses. So if you make excuses, that might be a trigger to say, oh, I'm making excuses. Am I in victim? Am I maybe in imposter syndrome? What's happening here? Why am I making excuses? Why am I stopping myself? When is now a good time? How do we move that forward? So we're going to look at, okay, so I'm going to get that emotion out of my body. I can't even tell you how much that'll change it already. And then I'm going to choose how I'm going to show up. I'm going to put my head up high. I'm going to put my shoulders back. I'm going to breathe deep through my stomach, right? And then I'm going to go, well, what do I really want here? And why do I want that outcome? Now you're positioned for success. Now you're positioned for breakthrough. Now you can say, okay, what are the action steps I need to do right now? Like right now, what do I need to do to take action on this thing right now? And that, my friends, will get you so much further than a focus on, wow, I'm overwhelmed. Right? We need to process our emotions. Let's do this balancing, right? Because sometimes our emotions will take over, and instead of being indicators, they will start to govern our behaviors. We never want to do that. They are just telling us our soul needs something. So we can go, what does my soul need right now? Emotions are indicator that our soul needs some attention, just like your symptoms, your stuffy nose, cough, or whatever is an indicator your body needs some attention.